What is up, Mountain Slugs? Welcome back to the channel. Well, it's Throttle Thursday again, and we've got a little bit of a project. We're not riding today. Last night we went riding, and I suffered a little bit of a casualty on the mini bike. My foot peg here broke. Now, these are just cast aluminum. There's nothing really crazy strong about them. Usually if you want something that's strong, it's billet and it's machined out. But I've got some new ones ordered, but we want to ride again tonight. So I'm actually going to go ahead and weld this up. Cast aluminum is weldable. I'm going to use the TIG. I've got a lot of experience doing this. I used to weld up transmission bell housings, stuff like that, for just kind of a side gig. So there is a learning curve to it, but once you get everything figured out, it can be done. So I'm going to get this thing fixed up. Okay, so we got everything ready. So this is just a big puzzle piece that needs to go back together. But when you weld this, you need to make sure that it's indexed properly. But you also need, at least I like to, bevel a lot of this out. That gives that weld somewhere to go on both sides. So you need to make sure you leave enough of the middle areas that this will index properly, and then you can get it tacked up, and then you can weld it. So what I'm going to do now is just put a bevel on there with an angle grinder, just a pneumatic angle grinder, to put a bevel on there and get it all indexed up. Do that right now. All right, so I've got a red Scotch-Brite and then just an 80 grip sanding wheel that I'm going to throw in this bad boy and clean that up. Okay, so now I've got everything beveled up here. There is this mark on the back side. It's got a little arrow on it. So that is a good way to make sure you have everything lined up. You can do this yourself. You can just make a notch in it or a mark, a scribe, whatever you want. But that lays up just like it's supposed to now. Got a little bit of a room for a weld. I'm just going to fill this in over here, but the more we can get to lay in there, the better it's going to work for us. So now the hard part is going to be holding all this together to get it tacked. So that's what I'm going to work on next, is trying to figure out how I can fit this up on the table to hold it while I get a good couple tacks on it, and then I can weld it out. Let's work on that now. Alright, that'll work. She's pretty hot, so it's where you with this stuff you got to be really careful, because you get it too hot, it'll just fall away. there's the first weld. I don't know why this thing will not focus, but there's the first pass. Now we're gonna flip it and just keep on going. So far so good. This is actually welding up pretty decent. Sometimes you get some of this pot and it's just, ooh, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. So let's get this thing held down here and throw some more weld across this piece right here. We go ahead and just run a small bead right here. One more right here. All right, that's that. I don't have anything to grab this with, but got it all welded back up. She is hot. So we can whip it around here. Should be good to go. There we go. Should work. Should work just fine until the new ones get here tomorrow, but if it doesn't break again, then we have a spare set. So I just wanted to share this with you. It's an easy repair. If you have the tools, you can do anything. So invest in tools, whether it be wrenches, screwdrivers. If you're going to be into a sport and a hobby, you should be able to work on it. It's always very gratifying to be able to work on this stuff, fix it, modify it, whatever you want to do. So that being said, keep inching your way to the top. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.